Welcome back to English Sports Focus, the podcast dedicated to honing your advanced listening skills through the epic tales of sporting history. I am the pitch voice, and today, we tackle the monumental challenge of chronicling the career of a man forged in fire and discipline. 1. Introduction: The Rival and the Legend. Cristiano Ronaldo dos Santos Aveiro. Following our inaugural episode on his great rival, Lionel Messi, it is only fitting that we turn our focus to the undisputed champion of relentless self-improvement. Ronaldo is not merely a footballer, he is a paradigm of ambition, a relentless machine sculpted by sheer will. His legacy is etched not just in goals, but in trophies across 3 major leagues, a testament to his adaptability and enduring supremacy in a constantly evolving game. Prepare yourself for a deep dive into the psyche and skill set of arguably the most complete forward in the history of the sport. We will examine the moments of sheer brilliance, the controversies, and the unyielding drive that defines his unparalleled 20-year odyssey at the pinnacle of global football. 2. Formative years, Madeira, poverty, and the sporting crucible. Ronaldo's origin story is rooted in the rugged terrain and relative poverty of Funchal, Madeira. Born into a financially challenging environment, the early trajectory of his life was intrinsically linked to football as an escape and a necessity. The pitch was his sanctuary from the socio-economic difficulties that plagued his family life. His talent was raw and undeniable, a kinetic energy waiting to be channeled. He first honed his craft at Andorinha before the mainland giants came calling. His move to Sporting Clube de Portugal in Lisbon at the tender age of 12 was a defining, seismic shift. This transition demanded a resilience far beyond his years. Separated from his family, the young Ronaldo faced ridicule for his Madeiran accent and thin frame, yet this adversity only fueled the incandescent competitive spirit that would later define his global persona. It was in Sporting's demanding academy that his prodigious natural ability was methodically refined into an elite, marketable skill set, preparing him for the quantum leap across the channel that was soon to follow. 3. The United Phenomenon. The winger to the world's best. The year 2003 marked the true commencement of the legend. Following a dazzling friendly match against Manchester United, Sir Alex Ferguson, captivated by the teenage winger's blistering pace and audacious trickery, engineered his immediate transfer. Stepping into the iconic number 7 shirt, previously worn by United royalty like George Best and David Beckham, placed an immense burden of expectation on the 18-year-old. Initially, he was the flamboyant, sometimes frustrating, show pony, obsessed with step-overs and prone to diving. However, under Ferguson's paternal yet demanding guidance, a revolutionary transformation occurred. The physicality of the Premier League forced him to streamline his game. He shed unnecessary flair for lethal efficiency. His work rate became monastic. By the 2007 to 2008 season, he had evolved into an unstoppable goal-scoring force, culminating in 42 goals, a Premier League title, and his first UEFA Champions League trophy, securing his inaugural Ballon d'Or in 2008. He had transformed from a skinny winger into the world's most dynamic attacker. 4. The Galactico Era. Real Madrid and the goal-scoring machine. The transfer to Real Madrid in 2009 for a then world record fee of £80 million was arguably the biggest sporting event of the decade. This was not merely a transfer, it was a cultural phenomenon. In Madrid, Ronaldo embraced the pressure of being the central Galactico. His time here was defined by an almost inhuman output, maintaining a goal-to-game ratio far exceeding 1.0, an unprecedented feat in modern football. This era was characterized by his intense rivalry with Barcelona's Messi, creating a duopoly of excellence that drove both players to stratospheric heights. Under manager Zinedine Zidane, Ronaldo mastered the art of conservation, transitioning from a wide forward to a predatory central striker. This tactical evolution resulted in the historic La Decima and an unprecedented run of 3 consecutive Champions League titles: 2016, 2017, 2018, cementing his status not just as a legend, but as arguably the most impactful player in Real Madrid's rich history. He added 4 more Ballon d'Or awards to his collection during this period of absolute domination. 5. International triumphs: Portugal and the ultimate validation. For years, the one persistent criticism leveled against Ronaldo was his supposed failure to replicate his club form for the Portuguese national team. This narrative was shattered emphatically by 2 monumental victories. The first, the improbable UEFA Euro 2016 triumph, demonstrated his leadership. Although he was forced off early in the final due to injury, his presence on the sideline, passionately urging his teammates on, showcased a new dimension of his captaincy, a fierce, emotional commitment to the collective cause. The second was the inaugural UEFA Nations League title in 2019. These victories provided the ultimate validation for his career, proving he could lead his nation to major silverware. His dedication to representing Portugal, often playing through injury and immense personal pressure, has made him a true national icon and the top international goal scorer in the history of the sport, a testament to his longevity and unwavering commitment. 6. The Juventus Challenge: Mastering Italian football. Seeking a new challenge and eager to prove his supremacy across multiple elite leagues, Ronaldo signed with Juventus in 2018. The move was designed to conquer the notoriously tactical and defensively rigorous Serie A. His transition proved seamless, immediately becoming the focal point of the Italian giants. He delivered 2 consecutive Scudetti league titles, demonstrating his ability to adapt his goal-scoring methods to the slower, more methodical pace of Italian football. His physical prowess, even in his mid-30s, remained frighteningly superior to his younger contemporaries. While he failed to deliver the coveted Champions League trophy that Juventus craved, his impact was immediate and monumental, attracting global attention and commercial sponsorship to the league in ways not seen since the 1990s. His time in Turin proved that his formula for success was transferable, relying less on explosive pace and more on refined positioning, aerial dominance, and clinical finishing inside the box. 7. The Emotional Return: Manchester United. The second act. In a dizzying twist of fate, Ronaldo returned to Manchester United in 2021, an emotional homecoming that sent shockwaves across the footballing world. The excitement was palpable, framed as the triumphant return of the prodigal son. Initially, his goal-scoring heroics salvaged several games, proving his individual efficiency remained intact. However, the dynamics of the modern United squad were vastly different from the cohesive unit he had left behind. The second spell was marked by a clash between the players' relentless winning mentality and the club's perceived decline in competitive standards. This culminated in significant public friction regarding tactics, playing time, and commitment. the tension eventually became unsustainable, leading to his dramatic and controversial departure in late 2022, effectively concluding his illustrious European chapter on a somewhat somber and inconclusive note, highlighting the brutal nature of aging in elite sports. 8. The Arabian Frontier, Al Nassr, and the Global Shift. Following his acrimonious exit from United, Ronaldo made a groundbreaking move to the Saudi Arabian club Al Nassr in early 2023. This transfer was historic, not just for the unprecedented financial terms, but because it signaled a definitive pivot in the global football landscape. His arrival marked the beginning of an exodus of elite European talent to the Middle East, transforming the Saudi Pro League overnight into a major international talking point. While competitive European football was left behind, his role evolved into that of a sporting ambassador, elevating the league's profile exponentially. His statistics remain impressive, showcasing his enduring desire to score goals, even in a less intense environment. This current chapter of his club career is characterized by the dual responsibilities of maintaining personal peak performance, while also accelerating the developmental growth of a burgeoning football nation. 9. The Final Horizon, World Cup 2026, and the sunset of a career. The ultimate and perhaps final frontier for Cristiano Ronaldo is the aspiration to compete in the 2026 FIFA World Cup. Should he achieve this goal, he would be playing at the age of 41, an almost mythological feat in modern football. This ambition is not merely about participation. It is about providing one last, definitive moment of competitive fire on the sport's grandest stage. The challenge is immense, demanding not only superhuman physical maintenance, but also a tactical evolution within the Portuguese national team, where his role may necessarily shift from the central, automatic starter to that of a strategic mentor and game-changer. This World Cup, therefore, represents the symbolic sunset of his career, a final, monumental effort before the inevitable and difficult decision to retire. The reluctance to step away, common among elite athletes of his caliber, will be the final psychological hurdle in a career defined by overcoming obstacles. 10. Legacy and lasting impact. The eternal competitor. The legacy of Cristiano Ronaldo is secure, defined by his 5 Champions League titles, 5 Ballon d'Or awards, and a global goal-scoring record that may stand for generations. He embodies the concept of the self-made champion, contrasting sharply with the naturally gifted artist. His name will forever be synonymous with professionalism, rigorous discipline, and a relentless, almost superhuman, drive for excellence. He has redefined the physical and mental limits of the modern athlete through a dedication to training and diet that is now the benchmark for professionals worldwide. Cristiano Ronaldo, a legend, an icon, and a true testament to the power of unwavering competitive fire. His story is not just of success, but of the relentless pursuit of perfection. That's all for today. We hope this truly deep dive helped you substantially sharpen your listening skills. Remember these key phrases and try to use them in conversation this week. Tell us in the comments. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Your support helps us continue creating these detailed lessons. See you next time for more English Sports Focus.